Hello everyone, this is Gorax. In today's video we will go over the last 10 levels of Pillar of Light, including the boss fight, which was quite tricky and might be tricky for you as well. So hopefully this will give you an idea how to pass certain stages and try different approaches on the boss. So let's do Pillar of Light. I want to test the team that I've tried on Faye. I want to see if that team can also work here. The damage will be lower. Yeah, the damage of this team is low compared to other teams. But yeah, I want to give it a go. I want to see if it works here as well. The strategy here is we don't do much damage. We heal and we out the damage enemy sustain. So we got 5 minutes to deal with this fight, right? So we're gonna utilize this fast forward because this is not going to be an exciting. This is going to be a save team. And I want to see if this team can get me to at least level 55 and above. Because as you know, this is not Faye, where we have 10 minutes, so it will be way slower. And I mean, we only have half of the time we have on Faye to clear 3 stages, so some adjustment might be needed. I might actually need to drop Sagomir and bring in some AoE damage as well. Well, let's give it a go. So what this team is lacking is damage. As you can see, there's barely anyone doing any damage. But what this team is not lacking of is sustain, shields, debuffs, and everything. With healing prohibition, if we could have someone to add healing prohibition in that team, that would be so much better. Seems like my daughter has woke up, so I won't be able to stream too much. Let's just get a few more fights in. But yeah, it's slow. I mean, if you have a good AoE team, Frost one like Oster or even Rowena and stuff, leveled up, then you can definitely use it here and it'll go faster than me. But I don't want to waste my resources on heroes that I might not need, okay? So that's why I'm still keeping all my resources for when they need it. Because otherworld exploration is where we want to use when we want to use all our resources. There we go. 52, no issues. Let's get to 55 at least. Let's see if we can get to 55. Thank you for following Zombieland. So sorry, Zombie Feel. Okay, there we go. Falender and Lothier. So there is going to be a lot of damage on an enemy team, especially with Alvi as well. So let's see. Okay, he's about to cast the ultimate, but we got Garius shield as well. And as we know, Garius shield is just so OP. And we can go through without any issues. So yeah, definitely this team still works. I mean, we still have 2 minutes left on the clock when we do that. Okay, 53. Let's get it to 55 and that'll be it for tonight. Oh wow, okay, so here we go. Kaledo, is it? Yeah, so Kaledo plus 2 Catherines, so quite heal-oriented team as well on the enemy side. So this will slow us down. As I said, we don't have healing prohibition. We don't really have much damage. But we are slowly chipping. And I mean, if it takes us a minute and a half per stage, we're still gonna do it. No problem, Zombie Phil. I mean, I think Zombieland is one of the movies about zombies, so that's why I had it on top of my head. But I always butcher names, so you're not an exception. Okay, 2 Gariuses. I'm not sure about you guys, but I don't remember meeting Garius very often in any PvE content. That's because I think even developers know this hero is just so OP. I mean, in Feymander, I don't think I've met a single Garius. Imagine if there was a Garius on a Feymander. That would be terrible. So I got 2 minutes to kill a team with 2 Gariuses when I have no damage and I have no healing prohibition. So that's going to be interesting. I don't think we will be able to do it. I think I'll need to add an extra damage, a layer of damage. But this level that we are doing, yeah, 30 seconds left, no chance here. This level is actually all about us dishing out damage, because even the first fight was easily winnable with some kind of damage. So if we go here and we choose this team with damage, Gerfin might still suffer. She might be the one to fall. I think this will work. So the reason I don't like bringing Gerfin, I'll probably even use Platin, is I don't like melee heroes at PvE content that is overtuned. Like Feymander, Gerfin at 160 plus is just dying so easily. So I think here she will be quite good. The enemy heroes are not as overtuned as they are on Feymander. So as you can see, yeah, she's doing good. She's surviving with so much sustain that we have. And now we have damage. Okay, we're still using the free supports. But we're bringing a good portion of damage to this team now, making it overall strong team. So you can see that Garius is just gone. So that's another option we can do. But again, Garfin here, very vulnerable. If Garius' shield is gone, so is she. There we go. Next level, I see something similar. Let's try the same team. I mean, as said, I'm gonna use the sustain team against this, but since it failed already once, we're gonna try this. And yeah, another issue, Gerfen is dead again, and so is Shina. So again, let's try this. And if we need to bring damage, we can just remove Sagomir and bring a damage dealer. But the main reason I came up with this team is to counter assassins, Sagomirs in Feymander, and Clovis as well. Because when he charges, he actually does quite a lot of damage. And you could see that that's what also killing us. But in this case, no one's HP is going low. And I wonder, if we move between the stages, do we lose other stacks? So these stacks are what makes this team so strong, and getting to 10 stacks is not easy yet, so we lose them. Okay, so as you know, she gains a stack every couple seconds. So now we need to wait. I think it's every 5 seconds. So we need to wait 50 seconds before it actually transfers to our team. So that's quite annoying in this multi-stages content. So when we get to the boss, if we decide to fight the boss, we will need to wait 50 seconds on the boss before we get the benefits of it. Okay, so we got Gary's again here, and Voresh plus Fessa. So we might have enough damage, but I'm worried. Okay, I'm worried because Gary's heal. Let's see that heal. Okay, it didn't heal that much. But there's also Voresh, and we only got 1.5 minutes left. That's why I'm worried. $50 seconds. But yeah, this is basically what they're gonna do here in this pillar. They are expecting us to bring damage. So there's another one that we can use. I hate that I need to put equipment on it. So this team will have way more damage. We're also using an offensive aura, which increases the attack by 45%. So I don't have anyone to enable Huberg, but even without anyone to enable him, he will be enough to deal damage as long as he survives. I mean, I could boot Voresh, right? I could boot Voresh, but I will need to build Taflin tanky, because Taflin is so squishy, he's usually like the first one to die. If those Clovises charge into Taflin, he will be dead. But we still have a lot of sustain here, buff prohibition. We got attack down through rows, defense down through rows. We got Voresh's stun set. Lots of healing, lots of shields. So we should be alright now. Damage-wise as well. I mean, if we take down Garius fast, that is a big portion of the healing. Basically gone. Oh, okay. I don't think we're gonna make it 2 minutes. I think they are healing. So this is the downside of this team. If the enemy has high sustain, you will not out-sustain them. And I think that's what's happening now. We're so close, but we won't be able to get it. So let's 30 seconds. Let's just let it go. I don't think we will get it, but yeah. So we need to do the same thing with it. The same team will work. We just need to make sure the shield of Garius is cast before Fessa's ultimate. I think that's what's killed us, really. Fessa's ultimate was just too much damage for us. So we'll get through this level. We'll cast that. We'll remove that now. We shouldn't need it. Okay, and now we need to look at the enemy's ultimate. We want Fessa. And I think that guy as well. Yeah, let's put it on. Yeah, we survived that. We survived the next one. We did. So yeah, we got it. So that's important. Okay, you need to know what's killing you and you need to adjust. So what level was that? Level 55 already. Okay. Let's try one more. Let's use this. I want an extra damage to make it faster. because as I said, I need to go soon, so let's do that. So Ulster, Ushaz, Rowena, Hokadir, yeah, a lot of damage. And as you can see, the issue here is that everyone except those guys is really, really squishy. Because I didn't put any defensive equipment on them. So if I put more defensive stats on Huberg, he will be okay here. Or again, just timing the ultimate. Okay, but let's see. This is a Frost team, so there's not going to be much healing. I'm expecting maybe if they get Vinyara and Velocia at the end here, that will slow us down. But we should be able to out-sustain the enemies. So now we got 2 Trollgars. One already jumped on Voresh. Second is just behind. And Voresh is running this defensive chest as well, which makes him quite tanky. Plus the shields, plus the heals, everything. And 2 Trollgars couldn't kill him. So we're in a good spot. We still have 2.5 minutes for the last level, and we got Vita. Oof. Okay, so this is a lot of damage. So I think we made the right choice of picking the team. Sadly, 50 seconds. It will take us half a fight to get. Okay, that was good shield. That was good shield. To get the full stack benefit of Ardref's ultimate. But yeah, we've done it. Yeah, the shield was at the right time. Let's try this. Hi Olive, welcome. Now just pushing some content to catch up. Okay, so 2.5 minutes. If they don't have too much healing, we can do it. Okay, we got it. We got it, but I can feel the pressure. I mean, the time, the 5 minutes instead of the 10 on Faye. That is a huge difference. Okay, so Gatuna, so rally team. As long as they don't have too much healing in the next stages, we should be okay. I mean, we're not doing too much damage, but we're constantly chipping at them. Rage Wood, I've done up to level 50 of Fire Necropillar just at the start of the stream. I got a few more days to finish it. I want to do it before the Otherworld exploration, so basically 2-3 more days. Yeah, so that's not much healing here. That's all damage. Okay, so good. Yeah, today plus 2 days, but today I'm not gonna play too much, so Huberg. Okay, so damage again, so we should be alright against this team. We got 3 minutes to get through that. I mean, you can run Zarlov with a stun set if you want in that parity. But I just run Wild Team and Destroy. Yeah, basically someone who has AoE and multi-hits will work there. Okay, level 59. Let's get that level 59. I don't think I'll be able to get the boss on the first try. And I don't think I'll get the boss with this team. I don't use Tonalnet because I don't like melee heroes unless they're tanks. So the boss will not work with this team because we don't have enough damage, and the light boss requires a lot of damage. Okay, we don't have healing prohibition in this team. We don't have healing prohibition. Well, there's only one hero with a healing prohibition, which is Nessa. But ahead there might be a chance to cheese that boss with buff prohibition. That he's not getting this damage reduction and just nuke him. We'll see that. We'll see that. If that works. So there's a Vinyara here, so a little bit of sustain and those two immortal tanks. So hopefully we will take them down and the next level doesn't have any sustain. Because we're not going to die. The issue is we might not kill enemies fast enough with this team. Yeah, as you can see, the clock is ticking. This team is definitely better at Feymander. Okay, so Elecabre and Philosia, we won't be able to pass this level. We don't have time, we need to bring more damage. This is too sustainable. We will need like 3 minutes to get past this level. And we don't have that. Yeah, as you can see, we timed out. I was expecting that if we saw that last thing. So we can bring in Huberg to increase the damage. Let's see if that's enough. The issue is Huberg is really squishy, so he might fall before we get there. Or once we get there. So when we bench Sagomir, we're losing that carrot, which is an extra ultimate for our Garius, which makes these shields happen less often. But what we have now is damage. And that was perfect timing on Gary's shield. We got it before everyone on the enemy team had their ultimates ready. So basically we had 2 shields starting this fight. And we definitely got enough damage. I mean, we got 2 minutes left. And they're all dead. Okay, so what I want to do is I'll just run it like once or twice maybe. We'll run this boss. So basically we want to damage the boss. We want to kill it as quick as possible. So yeah, let's try that. This first 2 stages, they will try to slow us down. That's the idea, basically. There will be a lot of healers, damage reduction and stuff, because they don't want us to get to the boss easily and not quick enough anyway. So that's the idea here. We want to speed through this as quickly as possible and get to the boss. But even despite that, look at this Vorage damage. Oh wow, that is amazing. So we need Gary's shield before all these ultimates. That is important. So let's watch that again. All right, we should have enough healing and everything between the other heroes, really. There we go, shield, which will absorb all the damage. And now we do the same thing. The ideal rotation is using Garius heal after Ardor's ultimate, because this will give you a 50% more healing, which equals 50% more shield. But with only one damage dealer, it took us 1 minute to get through that. So we have 4 minutes left. Ugh. Do we need that? No, there's no damage on that team, okay? So this is again a team that is supposed to slow us down. Now I need to read which skill of the boss gives him this. Yeah, okay, this one. So if we can avoid that buff, we can get it. Oh, it's so slow at at speed 2. It feels like it's super slow. Okay, we got one Elvis going down after the next Huberg's ultimate. Bang. There we go. So one down. Euron's dead as well. So took us a minute, almost a minute to get through them. But now there's less targets. So let's get this shield now, because we need to survive the boss's attacks as well. Should have saved Vorish ultimate as well. So yeah, this is the skill where we want to cast it. Maybe we'll get a time. It will be on time. Yes. Okay. So buff prohibition. Come on. Oh, he still got it. Okay. So he's got it constantly. That's okay. Okay. Huberg's dead. But he's not giving them ally protection. Okay. So yeah, we lost a huge portion of our damage. So definitely, I won't have enough damage to do it in 2 minutes. So we need to redeploy it again. I'll give it one more go before I go. And I mean, I could really just put more defense stats on him, like HP and stuff, but for the time being, let's go with this. It's just I need a better rotation. And yeah, I can actually, you know what? Instead of going this route with Vorish, I can just increase the damage of my team and just pull this. Right? I don't need Huberg. I don't need AoE, really. All we need is strong single target. Now the question is, if... maybe defense. If Garfin can survive... if Garfin can survive, and we should be alright. Oh, but we have these silly timings from the vortex, which do not really work here. I'm at like 77,000 Big Dog Hunter. So not quite there, but not too far away as well. Okay, I think I need to control them. It's taking way longer than with... Let's kill just Urine. I mean, he's about to fall anyway. Benham Beats, thank you for following. Okay, so Voresh gives us this buff prohibition on the ads, so they're not protected by the boss, which means we can take him down way faster. So I might need to bring him back here if we run out of the time, okay? So what we want now is we want to add this. Okay, so we want Rose, preferably to cast the ultimate a little bit later. Oh, that shield, I forgot about that. And that. Okay, I screwed up my rotation. So let's do this and work on it. So we don't really care about it. Okay, we got this debuff. That's fine. He protects them. That's okay. We can avoid this at this stage because we didn't bring Voresh. Oh, and Gerfin's dead. Of course she is, because she's a melee, and melee heroes are useless. So now we're lacking damage, definitely. So we need to restart. But as I said, I don't really have time to do that today. I'll do that tomorrow. So yeah, that was a rather short stream, shorter than I expected. But that's why I don't like melee heroes. I find them useless. They always die. Like, whoever farts, they die, basically. Obviously, I screw up my rotation as well, but we could do that, okay? We can do that, and I can bring Bledin. Bledin is better than Shina. He does more damage through his ultimate and stuff, so maybe this. But he will need some... Here we go, the last battle. We need to make sure our Voresh casts his ultimate before the bosses recharge health generation. Basically here, before this skill. This way there's no buffs on this ad, and we can easily just ignore the second ad, really. We'll see if AI will do that. As you can see, it's not really doing it. But now the boss has one stack of this defense, of this damage reduction down. So this allows us to go through and kill the boss. The previous fights were just dragging us. Their goal was to slow us down, but this is the goal here, basically. I dropped Ardref here to put Voresh in, keep Rose still in for the attack penalty. And yeah, and brought in two Ice Blast heroes because they do so much damage. And this really helps. We could kill the ads, as you can see. Garfin survived this time round, and we were able to take down the boss. So that's Pillar of Light finished. Now just quickly, let's go over the equipment and the setup. So we're using Garius with Garius staff to have a heal and a shield. We put all our damage dealers on one side to make sure we focus single ad at the boss. And we use Garfin offensive equipment here, inventor set. We use Voresh with accuracy and haste. We want his ultimate to be up as often as possible. This is why we use this Clepsydra here. We're using Shina with damage equipment. You could bring in different artifact if you have. You could even run 2 defense downs, but I didn't level up Crown, so I just stopped. I just didn't bother with it. And then we have Rose. So Rose here to apply Witch's Remain and attack penalty as well, plus buff us whenever she does it. You could bring a stun set on Voresh to get through these stages easier, but it's not gonna help you on the boss. I mean, you could crowd control the ad, but we want to take down the ad and basically use buff prohibition to make sure the ad doesn't have that damage reduction. And this is how we do it. This is how we do this last level. And you'll notice even on Discord and other social media, that basically DragonHeir is quite mandatory, because as long as you take the first ad and put this placement, the second ad will not be a bother to you, and you can take down the boss. So yeah, that's one way. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!